Good morning, students. This is the 10th video of the chapter Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. And we are discussing the Russian Revolution part. And today we are going to discuss the October Revolution of 1917. So far we discussed that the Feb Revolution took place and the outcome of the Feb Revolution was the abolishment of Tsar Nicholas II. We came to understand that with the Feb Revolution, the king or the monarchy ended in Russia. Now, after that we also discussed that Lenin came from the exile when Tsar Nicholas was not there. He came and he arranged all the Bolshevik group together. But initially, he could not get the support of all the Bolshevik group, but finally he got the support of all the Bolshevik group. And due to the workers' strike and due to the other situation or circumstances that took place in Russia, ultimately he got the benefits of all the groups. And all the groups came together under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin. Over the time, the Bolshevik group became stronger and it became so stronger that it was now challenging the provisional government. So now the provisional government took it as a challenge. And after that, the conflict started between the Bolshevik group and the provisional government. Here in the October Revolution, and why the name is there October Revolution, because it took place in the month of October in the year 1917. So basically here we'll have to understand that conflict increased between provisional government and the Bolsheviks. Because Bolsheviks were under the fear that if the provisional government is not going to be checked, then the provisional government will become dictator. And that is why it was very important to check the powers of the provisional government. So with that objective, Bolsheviks, they challenged the provisional government and the provisional government also accepted that challenge, and the conflict started between the provisional government and Bolsheviks. Meanwhile, Bolsheviks' main objective or intention was to remove the provisional government. In February Revolution, we found that Tsar Nicholas II was removed and in his place, provisional government came into existence in Russia. And after that, through the October Revolution, the Bolsheviks were trying to remove the provisional government and trying to establish the Soviet government or the socialist government in Russia. Now, in order to raise voice or in order to start the revolt against the provisional government, what was required? The most important thing that was required was the strength of revolutionary, and that is why the Bolshevik group got support from the army men, from the Soviet group and from the workers. I mean to say that all the different groups that were present at the time in Russia were somehow connected with the socialist group initially. So we already discussed that some groups were there inside the Russia which were supporting the socialism, the idea of socialism. So that is why the Bolshevik group got support of some army men, got support of some Soviet men, as well as got support from some of the workers. And when they got support, they became very confident to remove the provisional government, and with that effect they persuaded the Petrograd Soviet and Bolsheviks for social and for socialist reason. Now the time came, after that the time came when the Vladimir Lenin convinced the Soviet group, the group that was a part of the provisional government, although it was a part of the provisional government, but as I told you that most of the people were not satisfied with the provisional government. Even those who were under the provisional government, they got dissatisfied, and that is why they left the provisional government. So the Bolshevik group, it became successful in persuading the Soviet group as well as all the other Bolshevik members to come under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin. And finally, a special type of military revolutionary committee was formed inside the Petrograd So basically, Military Revolutionary Committee consisted of military men or armed forces. Those who were not satisfied with the provisional government, they came under the MRC, that was the Military Revolutionary Committee, and the leader was Trotsky. So Trotsky became the leader of Military Revolutionary Committee. And with the help of military, with the help of workers, with the help of Soviet members, and with the help of course, all the different groups, now the Vladimir Lenin was confident enough to wage war or to start a revolution or wage revolution against provisional government. They devised a plan, but all the activities that we are watching here, all the activities were going on secretly, because the provisional government was the government, and why he would allow, why he would permit such activity? So that's why all the activities, the support, the making of Bolsheviks, all the activities support, all the activities were going on secretly. No? And finally, Military Revolutionary Committee was formed, and it was also formed secretly under the Trotsky. So Military Revolutionary Committee was formed under the Trotsky, and thereafter they planned to topple down the provisional government. But this plan was kept secret. It was kept secret. Finally, date was not announced at the time. It was kept secret that on what particular date we are going to start revolution against the provisional government. Now, after that, the date came, and the date was 24th of October. So on that particular day, the revolution started against the provisional government. MRC under the Trotsky, it started the revolution. It arranged all the soldiers against the provisional government. Ships like Aurora, they came in support of Bolshevik group, and they attacked the Winter Palace. As they came to support Bolsheviks, and they attacked the Winter Palace. After that, you'll have to understand that here MRC, that was the Military Revolutionary Committee, it moved one step forward, and it captured all the important officials, all the important ministers of the provisional government. They got arrested. And after that, as I told you, the ship Aurora reached there and it attacked the Winter Palace. So basically, all the steps were taken to step down the provisional government in Russia. Basically, all the activities was going on in the capital Petrograd. Now, after that, what was the step that was taken by the government? Here we are discussing the steps that was taken by the Bolshevik group. Bolshevik group attacked. Now they implemented their secret plan. They arrested, the MRC arrested the different officials of the provisional government. But what about the government? What types of steps the government was taking? So under the leadership of Kerensky, Kerensky was the prime minister of provisional government. So he summoned the troops. So many troops came who were the great supporter of, who were the loyal supporter of provisional government. They came and they attacked. They captured the different Bolshevik areas. They captured their telegraph lines. They captured their newspapers also. But all these activities were of no use. By that time, the Bolshevik became more stronger, and they almost captured all the places of provisional government. And finally, provisional government was not in a position to stop all these activities. So we can easily see that now the Bolshevik group came forward and they attacked the provisional government, and finally the provisional government was demolished, was terminated in the Petrograd. Now thereafter, the same type of situation was replicated in other parts of Russia also. Whatever we saw, whatever we discussed, it was about the Petrograd, that was the capital. But later on, one more part was that was the Moscow. So in the Moscow also the same thing was replicated. The struggle started between the Bolshevik and some important officers of the provisional government, and finally all the officers surrendered, and it was the victory of the Bolshevik group. So finally, Bolshevik group got the chance to rule in Russia. Thank you so much.